Hello everyone and welcome back to Commander Clash. This week, everyone's task was to build around a 300 IQ combo. Let's see what everyone did.
Hey, it's Phil, and today I'm trying to pull off one of two combos. Either I play the game for everybody else, or I just completely remove myself from the game and then win, I guess, hopefully.
Hey everyone, it's Richard, and I'm playing Multani's Presence, which says whenever a card you cast is countered, draw a card. I'm going to counter all my own spells and somehow win the game.
Hey, it's Tomer, and today we're going to try and combo off with Tangleroot and a bunch of other weird cards.
I'm Seth, and my combo requires not only 5 cards, but me getting everyone down to a single point of life. But if I can pull it off, it's gonna be pretty sweet. Oh yeah, and Vargas, my commander. This show is brought to you by our sponsors. You can purchase all the accessories we use on the show over at ultimateguard.com, and you can purchase all your cards over at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. You can also support us by buying some merch over at mtggoldfishmerch.com or directly through Patreon at patreon.com/mtggoldfish, where we post exclusive content like deck tours and post-Commander Clash wrap-ups. 4, 3, 2, 1, Clash on!
Clash on! Oh, feels good to be back.
Missed it,
All right.
We never left.
Kinda.
We're going to draw.
You never left my heart, y'all.
Last. I gotta play last.
Welcome to my world, Seth.
You told
In
me
the Tomer seat.
I didn't bring sex, I just want to hit my land drops. Ooh.
It taps for black. You can sack it for double black. Go
That's-
ahead.
Oh, wait. Okay, so you
Wait,
don't
that's
have
turn on
to sack it.
Surveyor's
Okay,
Scope,
that's fine.
right?
I don't
That's
have
on
to sack
Surveyor's
it.
Scope.
That being said, I did not lose trust in them yet. I'm gonna play a remote farm.
Oh, yo.
2 counters.
Oh, you guys.
And that's
Even a foil, my
2025, same as 2024. People not wanting
That's
to
literally
tap
the
their
best
lands.
one, though.
The Foreign Empires ones are better, though.
Yeah, I kind of like the one Richard played.
Bill
I could
has
get
2
behind
mana on
that.
turn 2, so
Let's see, I'll draw. I'm going to play a Lush Portico. So it's a Forest Plains, enters tapped, and I get to surveil 1 when it enters the battlefield. I'm going to just put Endurance from top of my library to the graveyard. That's it.
Sweet. All right, I will draw and play a Schwamp and pass turn.
I'm kind of scared of Tomer there. He's shown 2 stacks pieces already. Like
What's
2
that?
hate pieces. Yeah, Shard and then Endurance. I cannot
got all the hate cards.
Literally, if you touch me in any way, I fall over. My deck cannot even win by itself. Let alone you try to interact with me.
It's so I can put the combo piece from my graveyard back into the library.
Oh, is that what it's for? I didn't
Yeah.
even realize that. Bloodstained Mire. I'm just going to crack it for some kind of triumph, and then you guys can go ahead. I'm going to go to 39.
Tomer's 300 IQ combos humility. Just humility.
His commander shuts off my commander completely.
Hey,
Ooh, this
yo,
is
if
so
you play
good.
Yasharn, are you willing to cut down a land? I say yes.
That's a good question, actually. This one's pretty good with this land, though. It's an Urborg,
Hey,
so everything's a
I need
swamp.
one of those. Thank
But I am going to remove a counter at 2 white and a black and play a Restoration of Iganjo.
Nice.
It's a saga. It enters with 1 counter, and it says, search your library for a basic planes, reveal it, and put it into your hand. And then I'll say go.
Oh, that's
Almost
kind of
like
makes
your
up for going
commander.
down the remote farm eventually. You get a
Oh,
land back
it's
out
so
of
much-
it.
It
It also
get
gets back
the
your
farm.
thingy. Okay, I'll draw.
I do think Aganjos is good.
I wanted to try out this new card. It's white card draw / ramp. Let me know what you think about it, actually. So I'm going to play Bountiful Promenade, and I'm going to play Charitable Levy. It's an enchantment.
Stacks,
Non-creature
please.
spells cost 1 more to cast. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, put a collection counter on Charitable Levy. Then if there are 3 or more collection counters on it, sacrifice it. If you do draw a card, then you may switch your library for a plains card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. It's ramp and draw in white, right? It's not good.
So we're killing Tomer, right? That's what we're doing.
I have
The
nothing
stack
to kill,
stack. Are you
What
done,
stacks
Stacks?
about it?
Staxy McGee, are you done?
What?
I'll go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna play this Hugger Balling as a land, and you can go.
It's never going to ramp, by the way.
The
I
thing
can't
is-
cast any spells.
The thing is, it forces you to pay the 1. So once you get indoctrinated to paying the 1, the Ristic Study is now no longer a good card.
City of Brass. When it becomes tapped, for any reason, by the way, I take a damage, and it adds a color of any mana.
That is relevant.
Twill it.
I take 1 damage. If you twiddle storm me, I die. Okay. I go to 38. I play my commander.
Oh.
So Isika, 1/4.
Wait, you play
Vigilance. It's just a mana dork. I guess other legendary creatures you control have vigilance, and they're mana dorks too, but this is not relevant. It's just a 1/4 mana dork. It's a 21 turn clock on Tilmer. Go ahead.
Wait, on me?
I draw a card, and then this one goes into the second chapter that says, you may discard a card. When you do, return target permanent card with mana value 2 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So I could tap this in response and get 2 mana.
That would be so
Then
dope.
get it back.
Delicious.
I think I gotta do this just for the value. I'm gonna tap this for 2 white, sacrifice it, and then this trigger. Let's not regret this. I'll discard the planes,
Ooh.
get back the farm.
Phil, just win, please.
Yeah. So I play a Windswept Heath. So much recursion. I'm gonna crack this Heath.
So many fetch lands today.
Yeah, it's almost like we need a Yasharn on the battlefield.
Yeah, Sean
Shut
doesn't.
down some
Oh,
of
it
the
does host
shenanigans.
fetches,
Oh,
right?
it does host
Does it shut
fetches,
down
yeah.
searching, or does it shut
Is it?
down
It
sacrificing?
shuts down paying life.
Oh,
You
it's
can
so
switch
close,
on.
City of Brass. Thank you for pinging me and not pay life.
Actual factions get shut down, but talking about paying life, I'll take 2 for this. Oops. And then I'll pay 4 mana and make sure nothing ever dies here. I'm gonna play Court of Ardenvale.
Ooh.
I mean, it's good for Richard. He's gonna
Oh,
get the
that's
monarch.
so
It
buff.
enters.
Yeah, it's gonna get the
I'll
monarch.
become the monarch. One more. Oh, it costs 1 more. Actually,
Ah,
let's
pay the
yeah,
one,
well,
Bill?
Stacks
Would you like
them.
to pay the one,
Stacks
Bill?
them.
Oh, you like the
Disgusting.
one, Bill?
Stacks
Oh,
Okay, pay 1 more because
Oh,
of
yes.
Thomas' thing. Oh, it's German again.
Oh,
Yeah,
Brass
would
is
sound
Tunnel
literal.
Grinder.
Brass is Tunnel Grinder. When it enters, I can discard any number of cards and draw that many +1. If I don't discard anything, do I still draw 1?
That many +1, yeah.
Oh,
So I get
0
a
+1 is
trigger on
1.
charitable levy, so I got 1 collection counter on it. Boom.
I don't think I want to discard anything and just draw a card.
That's kind of scary.
So then at the beginning of my end step, this checks if I descended this turn, and if I did, which I did, this gets a counter, 3 counters, and it flips into a land that discovers. And go.
I mean, Phil's
So you
popping
can just
off.
draw
He's
a
like
card
out
with
ramping
Brass's Tunnel
everybody.
Grinder.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh. Tomer found a good stack
no, it
piece.
wasn't good. It wasn't. No, it wasn't.
It's
I
another
swear,
Stax piece.
It's not a Stax piece. I swear. I kept a 2-lander because of a meme card. Then I drew. This is a horrible card. I don't want to see it right now, but whatever. I'm happy.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna play a forest, and then I'm gonna play the card that I kept what was it? A 5-lander for. It is Loot Exuberant Explorer. Now, there's a lot of text on this, and the text is really small. So let me bring out just a slightly larger version of it. So Loot Exuberant Explorer. It's a 1/4 legendary creature, Beast Noble. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. You can pay 6 mana, tap it. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card with mana value less than or equal to the number of lands you control among them and put it onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom in a random order. I just need to use this at least one time. Just one time.
Why do you have a big loot?
Somebody's gifted me a loot for
Oh, that's cool.
Christmas. Thank you, Jenna. Okay, I'll play a forest as my extra land drop, and that's it.
Yeah, all right. I will
Yay!
untap and draw. I'll play another swamp, and I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna play my boastful commander, Vargoth, Bloodsky Sire. It's got Death Touch. It's a 2/3, and I can boast. So as long as it attacks, I can pay 2 mana in Vampiric Tutor, search for a card, put it on the top of my library. I actually make target player do it, but it's for me. But it has to attack.
you can
only do
target
it
me.
once each turn.
You can target if you
I'll
want to.
consider
My
it.
friend.
You
Make
can
some
go,
friends, yeah.
Richard. Maybe I'll target Richard and make him tutor up a Wrath if I need it. He can be my.
If you do it to me, I'll go next game for you as you fix me this game, okay? So Peat Bog, it's remote farm but black. So it comes with 2 depletion counters, and I can tap it to add 2.
2025 is
I mean,
the
you
year
can
of
also
depletion.
add-
I'm gonna hit Phil for 1, Commander.
There it is.
Yeah.
Not that
you
it's
have
relevant
one for mana.
anyway. Go ahead. I don't want to interact with anyone. I just want to combo first.
Okay. I'm going to.
I don't want to interact
draw.
with anybody either. I just want to ramp out of
This one
planes and draw a card.
flips.
But it's just so slow. Every time I've seen it,
Oh, yeah.
I feel like, it's going to pop in like a turn cycle, and then it's like 3 or 4 turn cycles.
I am an enchantment deck, and I couldn't run this because it makes all my enchantments more expensive. So
Yeah.
I am kind of maybe shouldn't have discarded that planes. So.
Oh no, are we going to have remote farm issues? Are we not tapping our landfill because we're going to lose the counters?
I'm going. Well, this is kind of wild, but I'm going to demonic tutor.
Ooh, would you like to pay the 1?
Yeah.
All right, I get one more
Let's do
collection
it.
counter on charitable levy.
I'm gonna get a bloodstained mine and play it.
That's the best part of demonic.
good,
That
yeah.
it's a land. And no one ever.
I mean, I gotta make sure.
No one apologizes
just
for
send-
fetching a land with it.
No.
It's the Black Ram.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna crack it and find a survey land, I'd say.
Brass's Tunnel
And
Grinder.
everything's a forest anyways, so
An Oppo agent would have ended Phil this game.
surveil. That's fine. Off turn. Bip. Go.
All right. I'll just pay 4 mana, and I'm going to cast the boy Yasharn. It's a 4/4 that says when it enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic forest card and a basic plains card, reveal those cards, put them in your hand, and then players can't pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities. Is that a problem?
Is that part of your combo?
Yeah, it is a problem.
My commander's now a 2/3.
If you just played like a tier 1 combo, when your shard comes down, your deck becomes an impossible combo.
Yeah, that's
Just with an
Shard
impossible
is the
combo.
There are
And then your
combos.
shard
love
comes
it.
down.
It's so
literally
underplayed.
impossible.
It's so crazy how underplayed this card is. It's so good.
Like, yes,
Yeah, I
it's
got
not
it
bad
from
that
my
it gets
deck.
2 lands, but I feel like a lot of people it's going to rustle their jimmies, as Tomer would
I'm
say.
I'm 100% okay with you killing the Sharn. He already got me 2
But
lands.
what if they just kill you with a combo and let you Sharn live?
So I get a plains and a forest, and you know what? I didn't play a land yet, and Loot lets me play an additional land each turn. So forest, plains, and that is it. I will pass.
All right. Well, I won't untap and draw. Interesting. Well, I'm going to go to combat. Your commander is what, a 1/4, Richard?
1/4.
Okay, I'm just going to attack at you then, because I want to boast my commander here. So it's a 2/3 Death Toucher, and I'm going to pay for my boast ability. So I get to Vampiric Tutor a card to the top of my deck.
Can you tell us what card it is?
You'll see soon enough. I'm going to play a Schwamp, and
Ooh, that's a cool swamp.
man, it's amazing how much that Charitable Levy is actually annoying me. It's very obnoxious.
Yep.
Go ahead, Richard.
I don't know what's the fuss. You
that-
just cast one more spell. That's it. It's gone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh.
I use a depletion counter. Stone Coil Serpent. I get
What?
beautiful 1.
What? Pro multicolor.
That's got to be
That
a
is
combo
definitely-
piece. It's
Trample?
0 mana. It's got to be some 0 mana
Yeah.
combo
Yeah,
piece.
it's gotta,
Gotta
be
be.
something.
It's our win con. It
It
bites
is a
through
6/6
Yasharn,
trampler.
and it kills Tomer. I'm going to pass the turn. So it's a 6/6 reach, trample, protection from multicolored.
Oh, it gets around Yasharn.
Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna swing in at Seth. Sorry.
3.
When this attacks, I create a 1/1 colorless spirit. Then I'll crack this for 2. 5 mana. I'll cast a Court of Ardenvale.
Hey!
We've seen this a bunch of times now.
That card's so
That
good.
sure
triggers
this
a charitable
is
levy,
just-
and
yeah.
guess what, you guys?
Get
It's
your
gone.
thing.
Gone. Thank goodness.
I get to draw a card, then I get to search my library for planes.
I'll become the monarch. Then I'll play a shadowy backstreet and keep that on top. And I think that's it for me. I'll draw. I have
Double
descended. This one flips into Tekultan. And
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Please don't try to get the monarch.
I think we need to take the Monarch. We don't want to feel reanimating with that.
Okay, so let's draw. We're gonna play an Urza Saga. You all know what Urza Saga does at this point. Chapter 1.
Mhm.
It's a saga, it's a land, it's an enchantment. The first chapter, it taps for colorless. Then we're going to tap it like so. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to cast Guardian Project.
Yeah.
Guardian Project says, whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, if it doesn't have the same name as another creature you control or a creature card is in your graveyard, draw a card. And then I'll pay 1 mana and cast Avicen's Pilgrim. It's a 1/1, tap it,
Mana.
add 1 white to your mana pool, trigger Guardian Project, Draw a card.
Is the 300 IQ combo play Mana Dorks?
Man, during stack pieces.
Why is there a Mana Dork here? What's going on?
Why isn't there a mana dork here? I drew a card off it, did I not? I will pass.
All right. Well, I will untap, and I will draw this very random Cabal Coffers that I put on the top of my deck last turn. I just want to keep boasting, but everyone's getting blockers now. So I'm going to tap 2. I'm going to tap the Coffers. I got 5 swamps. So I'm going to make 5 black manas to play Throne of Eldraine.
Whoa.
When it enters, I choose a color, which is going to be black. It taps to make 4 mana of that color, but I only spend a mono-colored spells of that color, or I can pay 3 and tap it to draw 2 cards, only spending mana of that color to activate it. And then I'm going to go to combat. If I attack Tomer, he just blocks with the Risharn or replays it with his infinite mana and gets 2 more lands and makes those land drops. I can't attack
You can
Tomer.
try to pull the Monarch.
If I attack Phil, he chump blocks with the Spirit.
I mean, you can attack Richard. He's not
I
going
I
can
can
to
attack
Richard,
Richard, he
I know,
probably
I
doesn't
think
block. And then I get to
No.
boast.
Nah,
I
I'm
would like
blocking.
the Monarch. You're going to trade your
He's not
6/6 for my
blocking.
commander? I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Alright.
You know what? I'm going to attack Phil.
Well, I'm just gonna block.
You're going to block?
this.
All right. Well, I'm going to pay 2 to boast before it
That's gonna have
dies.
a removal spell.
It does have Death Touch, by the way, Phil. You do know that, right? It
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This one makes another one of these.
I'm just going to put this on top of my deck. All right, and then my commander will die, sadly.
Did its job.
It did for now. It tutored twice, which is pretty good. I'm going to tap my Throne of Eldraine to make 4 black mana. I'm going to cast a Sign in Blood, targeting myself. So draw 2, lose 2. And then I am going to spend my last 2 mana on a demonic. We don't have anything to stop searching, right? Yusharn doesn't care about searching. I'm going to play
Not yet.
demonic tutor.
He's triple tutored already.
Not yet.
Just keep
How many more tutors do we need?
Yeah.
Before he
maybe
does the combo.
probably
This
like
is a jank
4.
combo, wait.
4 more tutors maybe, and I got you.
He's
Yeah.
also got the coffers too.
I'm done, Richard. You can go. My combo's so
okay.
jank. It's so jank.
I bet you it's not jankier than mine.
Oh,
I bet you-
I don't know about
I told you
that.
guys in chat, but I goldfish my deck a couple times to make sure it worked, and I just lost the majority of the games.
This is
That's it. I
family-
lost against no opponent.
Very
That's how. That's how.
So
yeah, I'll tell you
That's
after
how
this
it
game
worked
why
out.
this is very good for my deck.
Oh, that's so good.
I kind of want the Monarch, but I want to kill Tomer.
Oh.
Like I have so little interaction that what are the odds of like drawing interaction versus just killing Tomer 6 damage at a time till he's dead?
That's going to take you a while, Richard.
What about steal the Monarch to draw more cards to kill Tomer with?
If you want to hit me to draw a card with a Monarch, but then I can hit you to get it back.
All right, solid. Phil, Asika, Stone Coil at Tomer,
So the Stone Coil is protection from multicolored and has trample.
and it
Okay,
has
so-
reach.
Oh, why does it have reach? Peak fire design. All right, I'll take 6.
You become the Monarch.
I was hoping you were gonna like remove the +1/+1 counters or do something weird with it, but okay.
That'd be
I'm going to play a Blood Crypt tapped. So I go to end step, draw a card from the Monarchy. Now I got to discard a hand size 2, 4, 6, 8, or do I? Okay, I think we just snap this bad boy off. I'm gonna cast Valakut Awakening on my end step here. So put any number of cards from your hand on the bottom of your library. Draw that many +1. So I put 5 cards on the bottom, and then I draw that many +1. So I draw 6. I will look at my new hand. Oh, wait. Is this an out to your shard? I don't know. I have to read the text on this card. 1 second. Okay, I'm going to discard Polluted Delta and pass the turn.
All right, so in my upkeep, I'm not the Monarch, so I return target permanent card with mana value 3 or less from my graveyard to my hand. Land or Restoration? Nah, I get the Restoration. Then I'll play a land. First of all, I'll swing in at Richard for 1 to take back the Monarch, right? We
All
do
right,
this.
I
Okay.
got a 34.
Then I'm the Monarch again. No cost effects, right? Everything costs regular amounts of mana, so I
For
can
now.
Enlighten Tutor, maybe?
Everybody's
Okay.
tutoring today.
So, yeah,
What
we got...
happens when you need
So-
a lot of combo pieces?
I just checked my deck list. I could get a combo piece, but then you guys understandably murder me. So I'll just do the boring thing.
A value,
It's not
trouble
bad
pairs.
yet. So Trouble in Pairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like drawing
I don't hate the
cards.
play, I hate the game. This goes on top. And then I pay 5 mana, including this Tekutan mana. And then I play a Sphere of Safety. And then when I cast it, it's a permanent card that I cast with this. I'll discover X, where X is the mana value. Yeah, it's a Trouble in Pairs. Okay.
Yeah.
That,
so you have
that was
safety
actually kind of
says-
hot. That's a spear safety,
Yeah.
the trouble pairs attached.
Creatures can't attack you or planeswalkers you control unless their controller pays X for each of those creatures where X is the number of enchantments I control. 3. That's it. Draw for the Monarch and go.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm in the tank. I'm like, do I do something here?
End of turn T-Pro.
Phase out real quick.
No, I'm just seeing if there's like anything I can do to deal with the trouble in Paris. I don't think so.
Don't
Just
attack
play
the two
around it.
creatures.
Yeah, don't play anything that says draw a card.
Just pay the one.
Okay, my turn. Untap. Oh yeah. There's a Saga ticks up to 2. That's not good for me, actually. I gotta try to kill it.
So bad.
Okay, I'm gonna pay 3 mana.
He's tapped out. What do you even try to kill it? What's
I'm
gonna
gonna
happen?
tap my guys.
Oh no, my Stone Coil Serpent's gonna die, isn't it?
I don't think it's a wrath. Is it a Silly Angel? I feel like
He's
it's a
court-
Silly
Isn't he
Angel.
courting for
Okay, I'm
call
gonna
it?
cast Port of Calling for 5. So
Yeah.
a Korji.
Oh, yeah.
Amadu.
The
It's
anniversary
Port of
call.
Calling. Search my library for a creature card mana value equal to X or less, and then put it onto the battlefield. So I'm getting a 5-cost creature. It is Silverback Elder.
Oh, that's
so it's
nice.
a 5/7 ape shaman. Whenever you cast a creature spell, choose 1, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tap, put the rest on the bottom of your library in random order, or you can gain 4 life. But unfortunately, when it enters the battlefield, I also get to draw a card, which will trigger the trouble in pairs and Celavi.
Hey, at least it does something.
Wait, is that
Yeah.
an Aura Shards that comes with a body and draws cards?
Basically,
Yeah. It also hoses my deck.
What?
Again.
Oh, actually, you get to draw another card anyway. Ooh la.
Yeah. You have to cast
I'm gonna
another
pay
spell
3
to
mana.
trigger.
Yeah, what a card, this enchantment. What a card. I'm gonna play Wayward Swordtooth. So that's the second spell I'm casting this turn. So Phil, again, you get to draw a card. It has Ascend. I've actually ascended, by the way. So it's a 5/5. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. It can't attack or block unless you have the City's Blessing, which I do. When I cast it, I will target Trouble in Pairs to blow it up with the Silverback Elder. And then when it enters the battlefield, I will draw a card. I wasted a tutor to blow it up because I hate it that much.
I feel like Guardian Project just drawn
2
more
counts.
cards, though, really, technically.
Yeah, because,
Guard
like-
Pilots draw just as much.
No one's saying anything about Guardian Project, but it's popping off over there.
At least I have to cast spells to do it.
Nah, you were going to do that anyway.
Forest.
You had
All
to
right.
take basic game actions to profit. Oh, no.
Oh yeah, okay. Put in the Varigoth deck. Let's see how many cards it draws. Pass.
Well, the Varigoth deck would like to draw some cards. I will say that. Well, so I'm going to untap.
Oh,
I'm gonna-
you've tutored
I'm gonna
1,000 times.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm tutoring
Wow.
for very bad cards. I'm going to play another Schwamp, and then let's see. So I am going to tap this for 4 mana. Then I'm going to tap these 2, 1, 2, and my coffers, which I now have 6 swamps. So I'm going to have 10 total black mana. I'm going to spend 8 of that mana, including all the Throne of Eldraine mana that's got to go on monocolored stuff, to cast a Decree of Pain. Destroy all creatures, draw a card for each
Fine.
creature that was destroyed.
Yeah.
I believe it's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. Oh, that gets me good.
Whew, that was good. That was very good.
Dad, sorry, Toma.
Oh, I didn't hit a no max hand size there, though. 1, 2, 3 to play Circuit Mender. It's a 2/3. When it enters, I gain 2 life. When it leaves the battlefield, I draw a card. Go up to 37.
Are you a Circuit Mender believer, or is this part of your console?
No, I felt when I was building this deck, I felt very light on early game blockers, and I was like, I need a way to block so I don't just die right away. So
That's respectable.
I'm gonna play Conqueror's Flail. A corrupt creature gets +1/+1 for each color among permanent I control. Doesn't matter as long as it's equipped. Though you can't cast spells during my turn,
Ooh.
and you can go. And I'm gonna discard a few cards to hand size.
Okay. Draw. I guess it's my turn to do a little tutoring. We're going to Demonic Tutor. So I need to know whether I want to sack the Peat Bog. If I try to like go all in, then I sack the Peat Bog and we go. Because your
right.
shard comes back, right? But the probability of anything useful happening is very, very low.
Can I guess what it is?
What's your guess, Tomer?
Right.
I'm curious.
I think it's an ad nauseum deck.
Oh, really?
Wait, does ad nauseum get stopped? It gets stopped, right? By thing,
Yeah.
but it's not ad nauseum.
Is that
Uh,
300 IQ
no, it doesn't.
enough?
It doesn't get stopped. It doesn't get stopped.
I kind of just want to go for it, and then I can just watch the rest of this game in peace.
Okay.
I don't think we can do it. No, we can't actually do it. We just have to do it the slow way. Okay, so I'm just gonna use 2 normal mana. I'm too pinched on mana because if my Sika lived, actually, we might have been able to attempt to start doing things. I don't have to tell you what I grab, so I'm just gonna grab a card.
What is it though?
I'm not telling you guys.
You don't have to, but I want you to tell me.
We're gonna pay 3 mana and take 1 life. I'm gonna cast Bal again, Recovery, and return Demonic Tutor back to hand.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
2, 4, 6, 8. I have 8 cards in hand. I haven't played a land, but it's not relevant to me.
This card is
I'm
the
gonna
Demonic Tutor.
discard Memnite.
Oh, he has to be playing something Cheerios
Go ahead.
related.
It's not Cheerios, actually, but go ahead.
Something has to do
What
with
else do you need?
0
Zero
value.
mana artifacts. Yeah.
So I can the permanent 3 or less from your graveyard to your hand. If you're the monarch, return that permanent to the battlefield. So
Yeah.
remote farm is back, and then I'll draw. 5 mana, including tech return. Stolen strategy. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of each opponent's library until end of turn. You may
Oh, that's
cast
scary.
non-land cards from among the exiled cards, and you may spend mana as though they were color.
There are a lot of
Exile
fun
the
Ruin
options,
Combo
but
Derby's
piece.
combo.
Talking about combo pieces, now that we randomly discover through my deck, we might discover some very telling cards. Please don't mess me up here. Ancient Tomb,
Yeah.
Swamp,
Uh-huh.
Arid Archery.
Wow,
That's a
so
lot of
many
land.
lands.
Ooh, that's a lot of
That's
land.
so many
Man,
lands.
Wow.
Oh my
is
god.
truly a lot of land.
Wow.
Whoa,
Oh
that
my
is-
god. Yeah.
Idyllic tutor. Sweet.
Ooh.
These ones go back down, but then I tutor. So search your library for an enchantment card, reveal it, put it into your hand. Let's start doing stuff. Here is a Arcane Bombardment.
That's got to be one of the
So-
combo pieces. It's got to be.
That's for value. This goes in my hand. Let's not worry about this for now. Then I play a land and a Arcane Signet, and then I'll pass and draw for the Monarch.
Okay, well, this is not as good as it used to be. Y'all look so scary right now.
You get your Urza Saga.
Yes. Well, first I draw, untap draw, then I on my main phase. So Seth drew 9 cards and has Conqueror's Flail out and like insane amount of mana. Richard said, "Am I going to win this turn?" He's like, "Now let me Demonic Tutor twice instead." Now he's probably gonna win on his turn.
I wouldn't worry
Bill
about it.
is like crazy. Oh my god. Anyway.
Did I tell
okay.
you how I lost most of my games?
I'll tap Urza Saga for mana in response to its triggered ability going to the 3rd chapter. Search your library for an artifact card, mana value 0 or 1, put it onto the battlefield and shuffle. Now, funny story about this card. I was supposed to cut it, but then I forgot to.
Do you have
So-
anything to tutor up?
A literal
There's-
searchable
Yeah.
target.
There's literally 1 card, and I'm like, that's probably not. That's pretty sus.
Yeah, probably not
Okay.
good enough. with
We're
0
gonna
targets.
get the only
That
Uh,
is scary.
only real
though.
target in this deck is
Oh, God.
Altar of the Brood.
No.
Lovely.
Altar of the Brood. Whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under your control, each player puts the top card of his or her library onto the battlefield. Or onto the graveyard. Onto the battlefield would be wild.
That's a little concerning.
Oh, it's gonna
Slightly.
Okay, so it's there. I have 1 mana
Somehow the
floating.
percentage of my combo working goes down like every passing moment.
Let's play Nylea Keen-Eyed. It's a 4 mana, 5/6 legendary enchantment creature god. It's indestructible. However, if my devotion is less than 5, it isn't a creature. And currently it's only 2. Creature spells cost 1 less to cast. I can pay 3 mana, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put it into your hand. Otherwise, you may put it into your graveyard.
We also mill a card, right?
Yeah, alter triggers. Well, everybody but me.
Come on,
Juka
Jack. Come
block.
on, Jack.
Juka block.
Shadow Sphere.
Vampiric Tutor.
Yeah.
Oh, another tutor. Oh boy. All right. We'll pay 5 mana and we will cast Sun Titan.
Ooh, I love Sun Titan.
6/6 vigilance. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, you may return a permanent card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's an oldie but a goodie. I'm terrified of you all just winning next turn. So
Yeah, I'm gonna mill.
I'm going to
Really
bring back
preparation.
Charitable Levy. But first, I'm going to draw a card off Guardian Project. You all mill. And
Metzlazan.
Forbidden.
Yeah, I milled my mass reanimate. That's probably not the right
Ooh.
order.
We got to mill it for the levy, right? Yeah. Mill
Yeah.
a swamp.
Levy is
You taxi and probe.
Hooray, Tomer. Hooray.
You have like bajillion mana, right? What
Not
do
a
you-
bajillion
I mean,
enough,
Seth-
though.
You drew
Seth
nine
needs two
cards.
bajillion.
Particularly care.
I assume one of you are going to win this turn, so go ahead. Let's see. Wait, did I play land this turn? I did, right?
I
Oh yeah, I
don't
did.
know.
I
You
did.
played
I
so
did.
many lands.
Haha.
Okay.
Oh, you all mill one more.
Shifting wall.
Oh yeah.
Exotic
Blasphemous
forge.
Edict. All right, I'm gonna untap. We're gonna draw for a turn. That levy is kind of annoying. How do we?
Oh no, boohoo!
How do
I
we
only have
navigate
15
this?
mana or something. Oh,
1,
no.
2, 3, 4, 5.
You have 10 lands or something.
Why does that matter if you have more mana than me? I got a Vargoth. I'm going to run Vargoth out again, my commander. And then I'm going to play a Thespian stage. And then we will 1, 2
Copy
coffers make 7. But I'm going to spend
Yeah,
4 of those.
Seth has more
7.
mana.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think Seth has more mana at this point.
I'm gonna play a junk trawler, I guess. It's a 4-6 defender. It can tap to put target card from a graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. So Richard, if you
There
need
it
that
is.
back any of your goodies over there, you'll have to let me know. And then I'm gonna spend 2 of these manas to Thespian stage, copy the Cabal coffers. So now I have 2 Cabal coffers, and I guess I just pass the turn. This mana's gonna go to waste.
All right, Richard.
That's all we got.
Draw. Great. No, the levy actually just literally stops everything.
And everyone was pooling the levy. Oh,
Those
what a bad
stacks
card
pieces.
this is.
I mean,
Oh,
it is
oh.
because you actually use the card when you could just watch me do it and then lose the game by myself.
That's true.
Phil will probably pop the levy too on his turn.
I might
Win.
have to.
I feel like Phil's could win this turn. I feel like anyone could win.
Phil
Oh
has,
my
like, a
god,
really
no. I could if I played a reasonable win condition.
Actually, okay. I think we just demonic tutor.
You want to pay the one?
I mean,
Okay.
I have to, right? It's like if I could just
I love
want to
it.
give you a card,
I love
we'd
it.
be cooking. We'd be cooking.
I think this is like a record for number of demonic tutors cast in a game of Command.
We don't usually play that many tutors, but jank
Yeah,
combos kind of bring out all the tutors.
that's true.
I'm gonna discard to hand size some terrible card after I tutor this, so you can just go. I'm going to discard, I guess, everyone's favorite Bone Saw.
So in my upkeep, multiple things happen. Court of Ardenvale checks I'm still the king. Nice. I'm gonna get a land, and then Stone Strategy. At the beginning of your upkeep, everybody exiles the top card, and I can cast them. I do have to pay for them. Show me some tutors, though.
Wall
Chamber
of
Sentry.
Blood.
no!
Farewell. Yuck.
Do it,
Yeah.
do it, Phil.
And another zero cast. Yeah, I cast Thomas Farewell and
For
say
7?
yes. Graveyard creatures artifacts.
Oh,
Jeez. That is so good for
My
me.
win
I
condition-
heard that
Cast
for Phil
Chamber
at
Sentry,
all.
though.
My win condition is gone.
Farewell?
What's your win condition?
I didn't play
Yeah,
the
my
farewell.
fair- my
I
fair-
cast it. but-
Can you imagine impossible combos? I just cast Farewell every single turn and I Farewell lock you. Like,
I'm actually totally fine with that.
No, I have a Wall of
He's
Blood,
still here.
Phil, if you want it. It's in exile, but
I mean, I can cast it for the rest of the turn, right? So first of all, I play for 3 mana. Or one of these manas is the thing with the... I think we have time now. I'm gonna play the Restoration again.
all right, so you cast
Get rid
it.
of the levy, yeah.
So
Yeah,
I get
I
one more
cast-
counter.
I ganjo for
sack
too much
it.
mana.
Oh, sorry. I draw a card first, and then It's so weird that you draw a card first.
What is Phil's
Okay.
combo? He's just playing like
Well, yeah,
mass
no funny
enchantments.
cards
What
now.
is the
Here's
enchantment
a-
combo?
Swords. It's Discover though, right? I can just...
I'm
talking
gonna
about putting
canopy
stuff in my
this,
hand. I'm gonna put a planes in my hand if I still... I mean, I gotta run another planes though, right? Not that irresponsible. Hup, there's a planes. I'm gonna play a land, and that land is a fetch land. Then I'll go into my end step, draw for the Monarch, and discard to hand size, and I'll discard a Surveyor Scope. Thank you. Yeah,
Oh,
this
wow.
one
The
didn't
flex.
turn out
The
useful
flex.
this time.
All right, draw. Oh, this is so sad. Okay, so I have to pay 5 mana to recast ya boy, the boar.
Wait.
Yasharn,
In
Black Earth.
response, I crack my fetch.
Oh, that's a good call. Wait, in response to that, just one.
Delighted
Just
happen.
one, right? If it's
Deep
no-
gnome.
Deep Gnome Terramancer.
Deep
in
Gnome.
response, you
Sure,
crack
you
the
got
fetch, and it says whenever one or more lands enter the battlefield on an opponent's control without being played, you may search your library for a plains card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Do this only once each turn. But first, I'm going to draw a card off the Guardian Project. Then you'll crack the fetch, you'll get a land, and I'm also going to get a land. And then Yasharn enters the battlefield. I have 2 triggers. First, I'm just going to get to basics. Forest and plains goes to my hand.
What is Tomer's combo? He hasn't been tutoring it up. Like, I haven't really seen anything weird come
I'm not
out.
in
Like, what is
black. I can't be like demonic tutor into vampiric tutor into monk tutor.
But you played like very normal card.
I'm guessing it's some sort of infinite creature loop, and then you win with Altar of the Brood, but I don't know exactly what, but that's my guess. That's the closest thing I see to a combo from Tomer's cards.
Wait, how do you win with an infinite creature loop and alt? Oh, is it everyone else? He doesn't mill himself?
Altar of the Brood makes you mill your opponents out, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
What do we got here? Okay, we're going to play a land. It's going to be a forest. We'll pay 4 mana to cast Acidic Slime. It's an oldie but a goodie. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or land. I'm just going to blow up the court.
Wait, what?
Ardenvale.
Would you swipe the coffers? If you want to
Oh, wait.
that,
No, sorry. Reverse. Wait, who has the Urborg? Phil?
Mhm.
Can you just not return the Urborg to the battlefield?
No,
Because Seth
has a tutor in hand. He just gets his own Urborg. That doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I'll take out one of the coffers. That's too much mana.
Jeez. Wait, how much mana do you have, Phil? How much mana? Just do a quick little check here. So.
Oh my god.
I feel like Phil has as much mana as me
10
and
lands.
multiple engines going and protection. But if you want to blow coffers, that's fine. But just so we
it's like-
think it all through.
I was gonna blow up the court, but then I was told to blow up the coffers.
Actually,
you
I'll
do
tell
you,
to blow up
Tomer.
Yasharn if I get to vote.
You don't get the vote. It can't blow up creatures. That's an invalid target. You know.
Oh.
Richard. You know what? I'll blow up the Urborg because then if we put down Phil a land, so then Seth is happy.
But Phil just gets it back with the court.
Yeah, he just
No, but
gets
you're
it back
not going
with the
to, right,
court.
Phil?
No, yeah, I'm gonna get. Wait. Oh, I can't even crack the fetch.
I mean, it's
Gotta
not in
get
Phil's
Phil
best
this
interest to
Yasharn.
get it back, really.
Yeah, it's not his best interest to get it back. All right, we blow up the Urborg. Bam. And then I draw a card off the Guardian Project. Is that it? No, I play one more thing. Oh, Phil, baby, you know this one. Findhorn.
Yeah, it's German.
Findhornelfin. I draw a card. And Ilea is a creature. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, this means she can attack.
This means I can path it.
You know what? This is actually, I think, relevant. I'm going to hit Seth for 5. I assume there's going to be some light
Sure.
loss thingy. All right, then I pass.
All right, well, I'm going to cast the Vampiric Tutor.
Yeah.
Take 2.
What are you going to get?
Are you getting the Urborg?
Hell, I don't know.
I discard down to hand size. I'm going to discard Toski.
All right, so we're going to tutor this to the top.
I
Untap,
love your shard.
draw. I didn't get an Urborg. I got the Dead Marshes. Ha ha ha, which is apparently Urborg and Lord of the Rings land. Oh, I really need to spend that tutor on something else to do cool stuff. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Thank God.
Tap. So I'm going to tap to make 8 black mana, and we're just going to start with a Siphon Mind. So each of you got a discard. I draw for each that is discarded. Sorry, I just need the card draw.
I'll discard a plains.
I just got a land.
So I get to draw 1, not good. 2, yeah, not good. 3, oh god, not good.
Kite Shield.
Seth keeps saying not good. I don't believe a word. It's like, oh, these cards that I put in my deck.
Well, half your
I
deck,
believe
half your
he's
deck
just
is
drawing like
lands.
terrible combo pieces that don't help him yet.
1, 2, we'll tap our second coffers. We go to 12 mana. Well, I'm going to spend 7 mana to recast Vargoth. Really did not want to have to do that, but, and then I'm going to spend 2 mana to play a Mind Stone, and then I'm going to spend
Draw a card.
2 mana. So I'm going to cast a Feed the Swarm. You're still the Monarch, right, Phil?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got to blow up the Court of Ardenvale. I'll take, what, 4?
Yeah.
Aren't you glad you have Field of Swarm?
Look at Tomer's Guardian Project that has drawn like a million times more than Trouble Affairs.
Yeah, I know. You can go, Richard. Green doesn't draw heat anymore. Everyone just expects
What are we
Green
doing
to
at
do
this rate?
everything.
Okay, cool. A Sika pass. Take a
Alright,
life
it's back.
because it's City of Brass.
No card. I draw for turn. Stone strategy triggers, so everybody exile the top cards. Sorry if it's your combo pieces.
Okay.
Wait for his
Accurate.
bobble.
Oh, this would have been so good.
So what is this?
You can gain 2 life and it's free to cast.
Ooh, found it.
Or you can gain a
I
life.
guess I'll get it then. So now this goes to level 2. I discard a card. That card is a Plains. And then I reanimate a Orzhov Basilica. Put it onto the battlefield tapped. Wait, I'll tap this in response. Okay, here's a white, but the main face and stuff. Okay, I return this Plains.
Triggers Dipno
You're right,
Pyromancer.
Dipno
I
triggers.
get the planes.
So in response, I will pay 2 mana to cast Thomas Archivist. So whenever an opponent searches the library, I gain a life and draw a card. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I kind of have to cast Richard's artifact thing, but I don't want to draw it. It looks messy on the board.
Just draw
Is
a
it
Fountain
that?
of Youth. You can gain.
I believe it,
You're at
Phil.
34. You don't know. Life is short. You may need the extra life. 2 mana tap to add a
Game
life.
on, yeah, I guess.
Once
All
Tomer
part
starts
of
hitting
it.
you, you're gonna regret not drinking from the Fountain of Youth.
But they're not that big. Like, I got a 5/6 and a 4/4. Those are pretty chunky. But then
Those
it's like
are,
a 2/2 and a 1/1.
This game is like, well, kind
That's
of
a 3-turn
oddly
clock
normal
on
for
anyone.
being 300 IQ combos.
Well, I mean, because there's been stacks on the table every single time.
Yeah, the stacks
well,
just
there's no
made
way.
it harder. Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep everybody honest over here. Fair magic.
I'm still curious why you played Yasharn. Like, if Yasharn is a
explain
part
it.
of your plan, or it's
He just wanted to stacks everyone, so
We have
because
this-
he can't interact with combos. Right? That's probably the
We have
the reason.
post game interviews afterwards for premium and Patreon subscribers, and that's where I will explain everything. If I don't get
That's
to
a
pull it
good
off
Fountain of Youth. It looks like a guy throwing a ball.
No, this is the hand holding the thing. Whatever.
Yeah, I know,
don't
but
wanna
how's this a
activate it.
fountain?
I hope it
exactly?
That's not a fountain. That's a
So-
ball of youth, I guess.
But that's what the
What-
picture is. He
The
is
thing
he's
looks
spot
like a
on.
ball of youth. Okay, 6 mana. Chandra Awakened Inferno can't be countered. First of all, I will discover for 6. Let's see if it's... Oh, Demonic Lore. I cast it, it enters the battlefield, I draw 3, and at the beginning of my end step, I lose 2 for each card in my hand. I might not need this, actually. Yeah, this might be a
No,
little...
you got the Fountain of Youth. You got it.
I do.
You're good.
can
You're
offset
good. You'll live
What are you
forever,
doing?
Phil.
Let's chill on this one. Okay, so Chandra, +2. Each opponent gets an emblem with, at the beginning of your upkeep, this emblem deals 1 damage to you. Everybody gets a Chandra emblem. So I will keep track of
But we
everybody's
take it during our
emblems here.
upkeep, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to put it here. We got a clock now.
We do have a-
I will play a...
I'm very confused what Phil's deck even is now. Like, why is there a Chandra here? Is he gonna fill
I'm
us
gonna
with
play a
Chandra
Plains.
emblems?
But if we burn to death, then you don't get the combo off, you don't win.
that is true.
Fear and Glory. Got the Fear and Glory.
I'm going to draw for the Monarch.
All right. You didn't want the bobble, Phil?
Nah,
Wow.
it's good.
All right.
He's gonna gain the life.
He wants to keep
Actually,
three mana
yeah,
up.
I
Power
wanna get
step
mine.
out you.
You get pinged for 1.
I untap, upkeep, I get pinged for 1. Ouch. Okay, let's play a card that I actually don't remember playing for a long time. It costs 5 less to cast. It is Great Henge. It's a 9 mana spell, but it costs 5 less to cast because I have a Night Leela that's active. Tap it to add 2 green, and then I gain 2 life, so I can offset that Chandra damage. And then whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you put a +1 Pokemon counter on it and draw a card. So I will tap it for 2 mana and gain 2 life. And then I'm going to continue being the fun police. I'm going to cast Apex Altisar. Apex Altisar is a big 10/10. And it says when it enters the battlefield, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. And then it has enraged whenever it is dealt damage, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. When it enters the battlefield, a couple things happen. First, I'm going to draw a card off Guardian Project. Number 2, I'm going to draw a card off the Great Henge, and I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter on it. Then I'm going to have an enter the battlefield fight. I'm going to fight the Archivist.
Mm-hmm.
Goes in your graveyard.
Then I'm going to fight the Sika.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, I'm going to fight the Varagoth. And then
Okay.
because it has Death Touch,
It dies.
yes. And did I draw anything? Oh, no. How much mana is it to attack you, Phil?
3.
How convenient. I'm going to play a land. It is Tanglespan Bridgeworks. I'm going to have it enter the battlefield tapped. Let's hit the other 2, I guess. Wait, yeah, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to keep these up. 5 at Richard and 6 at Seth. 4 of it is commander damage. I don't think it will be relevant, but you know, never know. All right, I pass. That's it.
I will untap and draw a card. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to tap these to make 8 mana. I guess I'll just tap this one too. So I get up to 6 plus 8. So I have 14 black mana floating at the moment. I am going to use 9 of it to replay Vel'Koth. So we're going to go down to 3 mana. And then
I feel if you need this many cards, Tutors is not the way. You just start drawing like 30 cards at a time.
I mean, that's what I'm attempting to do, but so far not successful.
I don't believe
what's
there's
your hand
combos
size,
happening on
Silver?
that
7?
table.
You have Guardian Project.
I'm going to play Canal Dredger.
Did you remember to get pinged for one set?
Nope. I'll go
Yeah,
to
sorry, I
19.
try to keep it in mind.
So I'll play Canal Dredger. It's a weird conspiracy card that says draft stuff, but it taps to put a card from your graveyard on the bottom of your library. And then
Boy.
I will play Castle Lockbane as my land for the turn, and I will pass the turn.
This game is so riveting that I think I'm just going to put myself out of my misery, I think. Let's see. 26. Plum Chandra Emblem. I don't think we can win at any point anymore. So we're just going to start comboing, and then maybe
See
we
what
can like
happens.
negotiate something because Phil still has swords and he's holding mana. We're going to use Peat Bog. We'll add double black. I'm going to pay a green mana. I'm going to cast Multani's Presence. It says whenever a spell you play is
Yes.
countered, draw a card.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna
Love it.
pay 1
Yes.
mana to cast Vexing Bauble. Now, this says whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana is spent to cast it, counter that spell.
Oh god.
Here we go.
I'm going to start attempting to chain 0 mana spells. But I may not draw a 0 mana spell because there's only 60 of them in all of Magic eligible for Commander. So 40% of the time I'm just going to whiff. So it becomes a very exciting, non-deterministic loop as I try to get there, and you're going to see some weird stuff happen. So here we go. Storm is going to become relevant if it matters. So I'm just going to keep all the cards over here. So I have 2 spells, and then I'm just going to put the new spells here. So Astral Cornucopia for 0.
Yep.
I'm going to draw a card.
Wow.
It gets countered. Delleaf's Code. No one knows it does. It gets countered.
Yeah.
It's from it's from Fall Hellfires. Mox Diamond gets
Sure.
countered. Draw a card. You know what? Intervention Pact. Yasharn. I target Yasharn. It gets countered.
Oh yeah.
What is the end game?
Jeweled Amulet. It's some kind of weird mana rock. Gets countered. Engineer Explosives. I was going to use this to kill Yasharn. Can't do it. Has to sacrifice. Countered.
This is wild.
We hit the fun part.
Uh-oh.
We have bricked up, but don't worry. Don't
We're
worry.
still good.
I add a green mana. We cast Glimpse. Whenever you play a creature spell this turn, draw a card. So this is just play. It doesn't have to resolve. It just plays. Well, I take one from City of Brass.
Relevance.
Shield Spear. Doesn't matter. It's an artifact creature. Glimpse. Draw a card. Voltaic. Draw a card.
Beautiful.
Or Mothis something Ghostfire Initiate. I don't know, but it's a creature. Gets
You might
countered.
get
Draw a
there.
card. Draw 2.
I mean,
Now that you're drawing 2, you
time.
might get there. Yeah.
Now we're hitting the business, but remember, I still have 40 bricks in the deck, basically. Endless one. Draw 2.
What's the end game? Storm?
Probably like 16
Udin's
Just a
Conjuring.
Oracle?
Grape shot?
Draw 2. Here's the backup combo piece. Chalice for 0. Draw 1. Clown Card. Draw 1.
Do we have a storm?
Phyrexian Walker. Draw
Still
2.
going. Still going.
Ew.
Yep, yep.
Because I got the glimpse, this will actually finish, but Yasharn is going to stop all of this. This is all for naught, by the way. Bubble.
Oh.
0.
Oh,
Draw
no.
1. Lotus Petal. Draw 1. Question. Can I cycle a Street Wraith with Yasharn on the battlefield?
No.
It's an ability, right?
Okay, so I cannot cycle. Paradise Mantle, draw a card. Spellbook, draw a card.
Yeah.
A Quarter Shield, draw a card.
Oh, nice.
Okay, we're getting to the point where I'm just going to start dumping artifacts and we'll just draw cards, okay? That's 3 artifacts, draw 3 cards.
I'll allow it.
It's so
That
you
is
got to draw your whole deck
pretty
for
cool.
this to work. We're not
I guess
counting
maybe
Storm.
it's
so
either
it's not a
60
Storm killer. We'd be counting, I think.
No, but it's Aetherflux.
We're counting Storm,
And this is-
and it
Oh,
is
you are
Ether
counting
Flux.
Storm.
Yeah.
But we got to get to Etherflux, right? Okay.
Oh, I
so
see.
now, here's a creature, so let's draw 2. Okay, so here's the fun part now, guys. Okay, so here's my hand. Okay, it's like bricked up now, right? I've drawn like all of the non things. So I'm gonna cast a Forever Young by
Oh, that does it.
sacking this for double black.
Okay.
Right, so that's 2 black. It says put any number of target creature cards from your graveyard on top of your library.
Oh,
So
1,
sick, though.
Oh, that.
Oh,
That's
I
sick.
wish
2,
that wasn't
My
just
God.
Sean, I guess.
3, 4,
should do it.
5, 6. No, because I
Well,
can't kill anyone.
He can't play Aetherflux, right? He doesn't have the mana for it.
Well, I imagine
Yeah,
he's
so
going to
2,
draw
4,
into
6.
But don't you
So
play
I put
slots
6
up
creatures
there?
on top. I
Isn't-
draw 1,
Yes.
right? And then now I cast this.
Draw 2.
Draw 2, cast these 2, draw 4. I'm gonna add 6 to this counter because we put 6 back, right? 3 more, draw 6. This is a creature. Draw 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 artifacts. So that's draw 4.
Did you remember
This
to
is
put
the most
Etherflux in your deck?
This is the most Nadu thing you've ever seen, right? Draw 2. 1, 2. Okay, Summoner's Pack, Lion's Eye, Lodestone, blah, 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 blah. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 6 more cards.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
We still haven't drawn the Etherflux, nor the card required to cast Etherflux. We're actually almost bricked up here. We got one more.
Oh no.
You need dark.
So I'm going to cast Everflowing Chalice, but with Everflow's Chalice on the stack, I'm going to Pact of Negation it.
Okay.
And then here, so this is 3 more.
3 more.
Three
Dark
more.
Sphere. I remember you winning with that before.
Okay, Walk You Ballista, 2.
Yeah.
Kobold, 2.
The
Okay, don't worry, guys.
deck's
we're
getting
getting there.
thin. The deck's getting
3.
thin.
So if it's the last card of the deck, I can't win.
That would actually be
yeah.
hilarious if it's at the very bottom.
Okay. A Storm Count is getting pretty thick up here. Chimeric Map. This deck is getting very thin.
Yeah, you got like 10 cards or
Okay.
something. 8 cards.
Another thing. Draw 1. Okay, I'm gonna cast Songs of the Damned with my black.
Oh
there
yeah,
it is.
nice.
Okay,
Oh,
so
you
get a
I have
bajillion
like
mana.
infinite creatures in here. Let's see. There's 10 creatures in here, so I get 10
Jeez.
black floating mana.
10 mana.
So my plan was to get Slaughter Pact and then kill Yashard, but I can't because of Vexing Bomb.
Ah,
Aetherflex only costs 4, right? Phil,
yeah.
do you want me to?
How about
do you want me
I
to
just-
thoughts?
get an Aetherflux, you kill Yashard, I pop Tomer, and I concede, and you and Seth can do it out.
I might be up for this.
I would
actually.
accept
I can't
that
think of any
outcome.
way to get out of this
Fine with
because
that.
Wait, but that's not cool.
Is it? That seems
Well,
like
you
a
just take the-
political.
there's no way to do it. So
Ooh.
Take me out and then you play
Reasonable.
1v1? That's silly.
who's closest to comboing
Why?
off? Tell me the truth.
No, I'm not at all close. Like even
I'm
if
not
I
close.
combo off,
Who's
doesn't
closest?
end
Is
the
it Seth
game.
then?
I'm not close.
I guess
I still
if
need
they're
2
not
more
close,
cards.
I guess I'm like kind of
Is it-
close.
Phil, I scheming symmetry you. We both tutor a card
Ooh.
to the top. My deck is quite thin here. I take this
Okay.
card. Okay, I'm gonna go Pact of Titan. I'm gonna draw a card. Surprise, guys, it's Aetherflux Reservoir. I cast it. We go to 5 mana. So if I cast a spell, such as Rogak, I gain 60
Yeah, so-
life and I draw 2. So I'm gonna cast Ornithopter, draw 2, plus 61. Sigil, draw 1, 63. Kobold, draw 2, 64. And then now, I can't do anything because of Yashard. I concede.
Brutal.
Nothing I can do to get rid of Yashard.
Wow, I thought
My answers
like,
require
mine got
all
those.
sacrificing. Actually, okay, I'm still alive. I got 2 cards. I'm alive. Go ahead.
Yeah, in end of turn, I'm gonna tap the Fountain of Youth.
How much life am I
Okay.
at, by the way? I'm at 271, real quick. Can we go back to end step? Can I do something funny before I move on? Or wait, actually, no, I don't want to do it. Okay, just go. I could have just
so-
destroyed Seth in one move.
Ooh.
'Cause I'm holding a Windsor change, which just makes you like cycle your hand back.
I'm going to Stolen Strategy, exile half of Richard's library.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a
Correct
bauble.
processor.
Of course, Skyfisher.
That bounces
Offer
a creature
All-Star.
when it enters.
The bauble is free, and you
It-
can
it
sacrifice
turns
it
a
to
permanent
look
you
at a
control to
random
its
card in
owner's
the player's hand and then draw. Oh, I got a vexing bauble on the battlefield at the moment.
Yeah.
it would just get
I
kept.
cast your. I'm not even gonna cast it actually. Okay, so this one whiffed. I'm going to draw for turn. Saga flips into Architect of Restoration. I am close. I'm going to pay 4 mana, 1 ring, just in case anybody wants to do something funny here. I'm going to tap it, draw a card, put a counter on it.
So Phil could actually unironically win now
I got the one rings here.
because he pops Yashard. I kill Seth the Tomer. I deck out. He just wins, but he wants
Yeah,
to
now I could have actually
he
said,
wants the combo though.
yeah. 2 mana. I'm going to cast Thrilling Discovery. I gain 2 life, and then I may discard 2 cards. If I do draw 3 cards, I gain 2. And I discard Worst Fears and a Swamp. And then I draw 3.
Worst fears. Oh, are you just you're
2.
gonna take our turns infinite times? Is that it?
Who knows? Who knows?
What if he does it and then can like blind do our combo without the timer? I would give him mad
That would
respect.
be sweet.
1, 2, 3 mana. I'm going to play a Chaos Wand. It's
Sure.
permanent, so I discover which Smark you may discard a card if you do draw 2 cards and I create a wicked roll attached to target creature you control. I will cast this because I have a creature. Oh, I'm so close. Then I discard a card and I draw 2.
So he's going to take infinite of our turns, and the Chandra emblem ensures that we die. But how does he
play
keep
a
recurring
land.
worse fears?
The arcane bombardment lets him cast it over. And
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be the idea. Get under the bombardment.
Yep. You could just watch my latest video. Not scary at all. I'm just gonna plus this Chandra. Everybody gets an emblem. Keep up Fountain of Youth and pass.
Do you want
And I draw for turn,
Skyfisher
and I
last
just
chance or Skyfisher?
No.
It gets exiled.
Yawn
Well,
forever.
I didn't want it
Discard.
anyway. Well, that's.
Are you
that's
a
something
white
I
main
wanted to
lion deck, Tomer?
I don't know what white
I
main
think
lion is.
I think so. I think Tomer's trying to reduce the cost on his creatures. Loop white main
How
lion.
does he
really
reduce
out
the
with
white
Altar of the
out of it,
Brood.
though?
I don't know what that. any
Maybe
of those
the
cards
samurai and turn everything into a samurai.
I don't know what any of
Wasn't
these
there a
cards
samurai?
are.
Oh, yeah, they're
The
like
Convoke
convoke,
life?
the convoke room also does it.
Beans.
Say beans.
I'm gonna activate the Great Henge. I'm gonna gain 2 life, make 2 green. I'm gonna spend the 2 green. This is desperation mode. Wood elves. So when it enters the battlefield, switch your library for a forest, put it onto the battlefield. I'm just gonna get a basic forest.
It's
Yeah,
really
there it is.
divination. Because of
Yeah, it's really
our-
divination. It's gonna get a +1/+1 counter. I'm gonna draw a card, and then from Great Henge and Guardian Project, another one. 2. Oh my god. I'm gonna play a Hushwood Verge for to turn. Ugh. Yeah, let's just do it. I'm gonna cast Ascend into Avernus, where
Oh my
X
God.
equals 4. Return all creature and planeswalker cards with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Exile Ascend from Avernus. For your sake, though, it's only 2 creatures. It's Toski and Archivist of Ogma. So
Nice.
yet again, I'm gonna draw 4 cards and then put 2 counters. Okay, we're getting closer. I think we moved combat.
But I
and
thought he
see
lost
if
his
we-
Altar of the Brood. He needs a backup one.
I mean,
Mhm.
even though I have half of a combo, I'm just gonna show up before I die. I think that's the plan. I think I'm just gonna swing everything at Richard just so I can draw some more cards. And you're not gonna die or anything. You're gonna be fine. It's gonna be some amount. It's gonna be
Math is for attackers.
5,
Do the math.
9.
I'll attack with my face.
I'm gonna hit you for 14, Richard. And I'm gonna draw 5 more cards.
I could just path Yasar-Shan.
Yes.
I have protection from the ring
That is
and
true.
see what Richard does. That's
True.
Okay.
So the problem with this is that I kind of need the swords to trigger my combo in case I miss the 1 in a 3 chance. Once I
Then you need it, no? Tomer's not killing you. Why do you need to kill
If Richard's
Tomer?
the only one alive, it doesn't matter
No, I'm going to instant
because he
die.
dies.
And then your combo will not go off. I have 1 card in deck.
Yeah, he's gonna die too.
Well, yeah, this game is super weird. Anyways, I'm just gonna let it happen and try
Okay,
to
I'm
win
at
with my
257
thing.
after
Yeah,
attacks.
I'll draw 5. My God.
What piece are you looking for?
Stuff.
If only you played Trouble in Pairs, you would have been able to draw the half of your deck by now.
We're gonna play Esper Sentinel.
Nice.
You know what it does. Whenever you cast a non-creature, you have to pay 1 or else you draw. You have to pay 2 actually because it has a counter on it. I'm gonna draw 2 more cards. Go down to hand size. I'm gonna keep this card.
Oh.
This card.
Wait, are you on your end step then?
This card. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna cast a Lockmane to draw a card, and I'll take.
Wait, how many cards do you have in hand,
5.
Seth?
I have 4
1, 2,
cards in
3.
hand. Now I go up to 5.
Doesn't bode good for your 7-card
6.
combo, Seth, when you have 5 cards in hand.
Okay, so we're going to discard a Pleasant Kenobi signed Thalia, Plains, Mangara, Soul of the Harvest, Welcoming Vampire, Kutsil, Forest, Chromatic Orrery,
Oh.
Guardian of Faith.
Ori.
All right, so I'll take 2. So I go down.
why
to
is that so
12, mostly getting hit a bunch and not having blockers. Do you have any creatures in your graveyard, Phil? I know Tomer has a whole stack.
Good.
I
have
lot
lots.
of creatures.
You have yours are all super cheap there. Do you have any expensive creatures in your graveyard, Richard? I know you got all the zeros. Do you have does anyone have an 8-drop in their graveyard?
What is this
What
card?
is this? What is this card?
I do have an
Does
8-drop in my
X-Spell
graveyard.
count,
actually.
Seth?
You have an
Lots of
8-drop
X-Spell.
creature in your grave? Oh no, it's gotta be a creature.
Not creature.
It's gotta be a creature.
Okay.
What the heck?
Okay.
I have a 6. I have
What's
a
your
Soul of
6?
the
Souls of the
Harvest.
Harvest. Okay, I gotta try to All right, I got
for
it.
it.
I'm just going to do the thing. All right, so I'm going
Go
to cast Reanimate targeting Soul of the Harvest. So I'll take
Okay.
6.
Esper Sentinel triggers.
You can draw a card, that's fine. So now I need to activate Castle Lock, Wayne. I'm going to draw a card, so it's going to be 5 cards. So I'm going to go to 1.
That's why he couldn't get higher than 6.
Yes.
Okay, so he's trying to do a life swap combo here.
So
All right.
Going on.
now I need to play Strip Mine. So I have 10 lands. So I am going to Cabal Coffers, make 10 mana. And then I'm going to use 2 of that 10 mana. So I'm going to go down to 8 mana. I'm going to use my second Cabal Coffers, go up to 18 mana. The problem is filling his silly Strip Mine. Or silly swords if he can interact with stuff. So I'm going to Strip Mine Phil's White Source.
Hey, yo.
Got him.
I mean, I'm gonna crack it in response.
I am going to spend 7 mana. I'm going to cast Repay in Kind. Each player's life total becomes the lowest total among players. I'm at 1.
Whoa.
That's saucy. I have a response. I'm going to pay 3 mana.
If you have Teferi's protection,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
activate-
get this Yashan. Okay.
I'm going to activate, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put it into your hand. Otherwise, you can put it in your graveyard.
Wait, why is he doing this? in
It's a
response?
Selesnya
What?
Sanctuary.
Yes,
I guess he's hoping to
gonna
find
combo
a combo
instant speed.
piece.
I'm going to pay 3 mana.
T-Pro?
I mean, I'm super dead if this resolves and I go to 1 and there's a Chandra emblem for 2. So we're gonna
Leave it.
T-Pro.
Yeah.
Bill.
So, in response, I'm going to Swords to Plowshares Yashan.
Are you gonna pay
Die a
the
respectable death. I killed
I'm not
Tomer
gonna
and
pay
pass
the 2.
priority.
Yeah, I get to draw a card. I get to draw a card.
Oh my god, this game.
Oh, draw a card. I'm gonna pay 2 mana. I'm gonna Eladamri's Call. Search the
Okay.
library for a creature card, put it into your hand. Heroic Intervention was the second card on the top.
Aw.
Oh no. All right, you got the white man line.
I knew it.
All right.
All right.
See it once. Yashan gets exiled, Tomer gains 4, and then takes the 50 bomb.
Tomer
Yeah,
takes a
50
50
bomb.
burger. I go to 207.
You could kill Seth.
Let's that do his thing.
Okay, that's, I
Okay.
guess that's fine.
All right, so
Okay.
everyone goes to 1. Is that where we're at? Oh, I was so happy that I actually got to do this. So the last card, everyone's at 1 life. I am going to cast, and this hilariously doesn't even matter because of the Chandra emblems. I'm going to cast Temporal Extortion. It says you take an extra turn after this one, but any player can play half their life total rounded up. If they do, you counter it. So Richard, would you like to die or let me have an extra turn?
What a noob. I already pay cards that play half my life.
Well, you're at 1 though. You're at 1. Half of your 1 rounded up is 0.
All right.
So you either die or give me an extra turn.
Yeah. I got it. I got
I'm-
a response though. I have the Fountain of Youth.
The Fountain of Youth ended up
Back to
mattering.
2.
Oh, he
The
did.
problem is that I
Okay.
can't really pay for it because I need the 1 life to survive the ring. So if you want to take
the minute
an
I
extra turn
die,
and
the
in your
fountain
upkeep-
goes away, so that doesn't help. But wait, I could use
Why
Vexen
is
Bobble
this
now that Tomer's dead. Nothing happens though.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah.
All right, I will pay the life. Okay, I will pay the life.
Richard.
Wow.
I didn't expect anyone to take me up on that deal. Okay, well, the way I thought this would
survive.
work is everyone would say no, and I'd get an extra turn, and then Canal Dredger puts it back in my deck, and Varragoth tutors it up, so I can keep doing it and just keep asking you forever until you eventually break down and and choose to die. But instead, Richard just went out on his own terms. Which I guess I can crack my Mind Stone now that the Yasharn's gone.
But you
and,
can't kill Phil.
You only need to deal 1 damage.
No, how am I gonna? You have blockers.
Just-
right?
you
You
one
have
life
how many
Wait,
blockers? you got?
Valgavoth.
I mean, I got protection from everything.
He's got the sphere.
And
He's got the
attacking
sphere
cost.
though, and he's got protection.
4. Fountain of Youth is gone. I can't believe this was actually relevant. Oh my god.
That's the prisoner's dilemma card or something, right? Because either Seth wins because no one wants to take the
I'm
hit
not
and lose the
taking
game, or
it, man.
someone has to sacrifice themselves, and then the rest of the table's gonna live.
I'll get an opposition agent. Yeah, the Soul of the Harvest was purely just to get the life total to 1. Yeah, I can't attack you because of the sphere of safety. I can't cast anything else. So yeah, go ahead, Phil. I guess either combo kill me this turn or I'm gonna die to your Chandra emblem. So
Okay, so I'm going to untap and take 1 from the ring, go down to 1. Thanks for the fun of
Some
youth.
cards.
We did it. We let the one ring treble and pairs.
Then I stone
combo.
strategy top.
Is he gonna do it?
Oh yeah, Sangromancer. That's a pretty good one. I don't know if it matters at the moment.
Well, you
but-
could gain a lot of life here.
Yeah, I
You
don't
could
think
pause
it
way back.
matters.
So Seth dies as soon as it's his turn, unless he can.
I mean, yeah, so
Why
Seth
Seth this
dies.
speed, but can
Enable
Phil
and
do
pass
his
the turn.
combo before Phil? Seth
Yeah,
just
can Phil
rolls over and
combo
dies?
before I die to
so
the
I'm
counter.
going to explain the backup combo in the post game. So I'm just going to try to show you what my plan was. So here's an Arcane Bombardment. Whenever I cast my first spell, instant or sorcery each turn, exile an instant or sorcery at random from your graveyard. Then copy each card exiled with Arcane Bombardment. You may cast any number of copies without paying the mana cost. So since my deck is an enchantment deck, I play Chaos Wand and Wand of Wonders to force instants and sorceries out of your decks to trigger it. So I'll Chaos Wand for 4 mana. Target opponent exiles cards from the top until they reveal an instant or sorcery.
Final
is
parting.
The thing. And then this trigger says, and the problem is there are some instant and sorceries
Oh,
here.
yeah,
So
there's
now
a few in the
I
graveyard.
randomly exile one of them and I can cast it for free. Good thing the Vexing Bubble is gone. I would have needed a
That also
way
would
to
have.
deal with it. And it is Witch's Mask. Never mind.
Oh,
So we don't even see it.
If you put the wicked roll
Oh,
on the
you
thing that
can
already
legend
has
rule
the
the
wicked
wicked
Oh, you're
roll.
right. Actually, I can kill you with the witches.
Hey.
So Witch's
It
Mark
is
creates a
lethal.
wicked roll, but I can only put 1 roll on a creature, and when a wicked roll dies, an opponent loses 1 life. So create
There
a
it
wicked
is.
roll.
Well,
kill you
wicked
with the
roll is-
That is the first time I've ever died to a wicked roll. I will say that. Wow, what a commander clash. That brings us to the end of this ridiculous week. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back next week for another one. Until then, this is the crew signing out.